Hey guys, so today's video is probably not as exciting as the title probably makes it sound. I don't want it to sound clickbaity, so I'm just going to jump right into explaining the title, and then I will catch up with you guys on what I've been working on here in a bit. So first off, am I selling all of my customs? No. Am I selling most of my customs? Yes. Is it because I don't love Rainbow High anymore? No. I still absolutely adore them. Big hearts to them, like whatever. But when I first started getting back into doll customizing and like dyeing their hair and all that stuff, my husband and I had to talk about it, and he was like, yeah, that's fine, you know, if you want to do that as a job instead of have a real like regular day job kind of thing, you go right ahead. And I said, alright, bet. And then I fell in love with Rainbow High, and I ended up keeping almost everything I made. Like at least half of what I made. I don't know. I made a lot of stuff for a lot of people on commission, and also sold a lot, but like I'm pretty sure I kept way more than that. And I sold them for probably way cheaper than I should, because I didn't want to put in the effort to have to style their hair and worry about clothes and all that other stuff. So that's my bad personally. But they were never bought with the intentions of keeping them originally. And then I fell in love with them, so I got a day job instead, and I haven't been able to do that for the past like 2 months. I was actually supposed to be able to go, I had my first surgery for carpal tunnel February 28th, and the second one on March 22nd, and they were supposed to be healed up enough that I should go back to work around mid-April. So I went to my doctor, and he said, they're not, your grip strength is not well enough, you can't be lifting stuff over 5 pounds. My job said everything here is at least like 10 to 15 pounds, so you can't return yet. So I'm supposed to actually go May 2nd and find out if they're going to adjust that. My grip strength in this hand is pretty decent. It's not as good as it was, obviously, and it can take months for all the tendons and nerves to heal, so it's still really sensitive, but I should be able to lift at least 10 pounds, I think. I mean, I still struggle getting a lid off a water bottle, so I'm not really sure. I'm okay with being home because I get short-term disability from my job, so like I do have like a paycheck coming in, but like you know, I'm kind of torn on it. I miss my coworkers, especially because my children work at the same place as me, so I miss seeing them every day. I mean, I know they live with me too, but I miss getting to see them as much as possible. You know, they have lives outside of just hanging out with their mom. That's fine. So yeah, I wasn't originally buying any of that stuff necessarily to keep other than like one of each. And then it got to the point where I was like, well, I'll keep one regular one dyed one. That's reasonable, right? And it was like, oh, except for this character because I love them the most and I have the best dyes with them. And then it was like, the point is, it got way out of hand. Like, way out of hand. I still love Rainbow High, like I said, very, very much. But, and that's not even all of them, mind you. There's ones on shelves that you can't even see. They take up so much space, I don't have room for anything else. The majority of my doll collections are in totes and boxes. I have my OMGs up on the wall in front of me, and Monster High G3s over here on the wall I'm working on. And then Rainbow High on the entire wall behind me and the wall coming this way. I had to take down like my Failfix and Barbie Extras and Mermaids and all the other stuff that was less important than Rainbow High and put them in totes. And my Monster High G ones are still in totes because I never finished shelves for all the walls because wintertime hit and I was like, oh no, I'll get it next year. And then like, well, it's about to be May and I haven't done anything. So, you know, it only took me 5 years to start painting them in the first place. What's another 5? Other than that, yeah, I'm not selling every custom I've ever made. Honestly, there's some that I'm genuinely in love with. I have a Pulip Natasha that's customized to, or Pulip Natasha, a Shadow High Natasha that's customized to look like a Pulip mirror. She's staying. My brown-haired Maria, definitely staying. But the majority of them need to go. I just want my space back. I love them, but there are so many other things I collect. Like, at this point, I collect collections, okay? Like, I have so many collections and so many things I collect. It is ridiculous. I'm sure my husband is like, bro, I didn't sign up for this. But he's very nice about it regardless. So, yeah. But I would like to pare down the Rainbow Highs, move my OMGs over there with them, clear up some more shelf space for like the Legos I've been collecting lately. I finally got enough closet space, because my older son and his fiance moved into the city. So I have enough closet space now that I can bring in my collection of 1950s nightgowns. Well, they're 50s and 60s, mind you. But, what else? Yeah, I have, other than dolls, I collect, like I said, a lot of different stuff. Makeup brushes, taxidermy, all kinds of weird stuff. So I just kind of want to reclaim my space. And the money, that I get from them, so I'm going to try to hold the sale on May 1st, which is only like 2 days from when I'm making this video, 3 days when I'm making this video, because on like early June, some point, I'm supposed to go home to Texas to visit my family, well, especially my mom. She turned 80 this year, in February, and after my dad passed away, 5 years ago, I haven't really gotten to see her since then. And that was the first time I'd seen her in 8 years. Yeah, I don't get back home to Texas very often, just because I'm terrified to fly. It's like flying, Final Destination is what did it to me, but for real, anytime you hit like a little bit of turbulence, especially on like the smaller planes, my anxiety can't handle. I can barely handle being in a car because my anxiety is so bad. But we're gonna probably drive there. So I would like to be able to do nice stuff with her, because my family's really poor. Like, and I send money and I buy them stuff when they need it. But like, I'd like to go down there and take my mom grocery shopping and take her out to dinner and do nice stuff with her. So it'll help with that. And also, there's like a ton of other stuff that I probably need, that I need more than dolls anyway. So on May 1st, I'm gonna have a sale. That the only thing I'm hitting up against right now is, do I try to list them all at once? Because right now I'm photographing all of them before the sale, so that I have pictures showing like all the dies that I did on them, plus I'll have pictures of them. That alone takes a while, like a long while. It feels like a long while. So trying to cram all that in means like no sleep, no getting anything else done. It's really hard. So I'm debating on if I shouldn't like maybe sell them in smaller bits, like put series 1 for sale, and then when most of those are sold, put series 2 for sale, so on. That would be easier on me personally, because it would give me time to photograph each one before I put them up for sale. The struggle I have is, are people going to not buy them because they're waiting to see if better ones come later? Because, I mean, I'm not even sure exactly which ones I'm keeping at this point. So what if people are like, well, I'm going to pass on this one because I want to wait for that one, and then that one ends up not getting sold, so they're like, oh, now I missed out on both. Like, I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know if I should try to just sell all of them at once and just push through and get them all photographed in the next like 2 days. Like, suggestions in the comments, please, because I could definitely use all the advice ever. What you guys would rather see? Would you rather have them all go up at once so you can pick and choose from them? Would you rather have them go up in small batches so you can try to save up for different ones in between? Would you not be interested in buying any of them because it's not your vibe? That's fine too. But yeah, so they will be for sale on my Instagram. I should go ahead and point that out. I don't use Mercari, eBay, any of the stuff that takes like a crap ton of fees, because I'm already getting fees taken out by PayPal. You know, a lot of times, like by the time I pay for shipping, I've still paid out of pocket for the boxes and the bubble wrap and the tape and the, you know, whatever. So I'm trying not to lose more money on it than necessary. But also, like, I just found that I have such a large audience on Instagram, it's just easier for me to sell there and guarantee that stuff will move. So I will be posting them in posts there, whichever way I decide to do it. Also, I'll have like a little highlight reel, like a little highlight story reel that shows which ones are still for sale, and I'll try to remove them as people buy them up. So that's a thing. But I have like a month from May 1st to try and sell as many as possible so I can get everything I need together before I go on vacation this summer. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Gonna have a sale May 1st, Instagram, most of my customs. Yeah. So like I will say, some of the other ones I'm keeping, Custom Aiden, Custom Ainsley, Custom Lyric, because I made them, like went out of my way to make them look like they're show versions because they don't come that way at all. So I'm actually keeping the custom versions of those, and then I might customize the original versions to sell. So that's like a thing. Yeah. Other than that, what have I been working on lately? Paring down the way I am is, I mean, it's good both for like my financial health, mental health, physical health, because dusting and cleaning all of them and styling them all the time, and like it's very exhausting. Currently I'm fixing up all their hair as I'm photographing them, so like that's a thing. But other than that, I guess with the recent slime release, it has always bothered me, and this is like a huge reminder, that they didn't put Bella in the, I mean, I guess it was supposed to be the main 7, but it should have been main 8, because first of all, it should have been main 7, but not with Amaya, with Crystal. They would have had a bit more diversity there, and they would have had the actual colors of the rainbow, the Roy G. Biv, you know. So the fact that they left Crystal out until series 2 is kind of like, and then people had to kind of bully them about getting a darker skin tone, which I'm still not sure about, because hear me out. If you photograph something up close with a lot of lights and flash on, and you know, put a filter on it to bring out the details, it's going to look a lot lighter. So I can't say that Crystal maybe wasn't darker, but then her makeup would be lighter too. I mean, unless they did a lot of editing on those photos. So I'm kind of torn. Did people bully her? Was she already darker and somebody just like whitewashed her in photos? Point is, Crystal should have been in that like original 7. But they put in Amaya. Even though Bella was in the show first and we had time to get attached to her prior. But then we look at the A's. They didn't release them until way later and did them super dirty. Not well, minus Avery. They did her dirty, but they released her early on. Like, technically, she's one of the main 8. Because it was her series. But, I don't know. I don't know why they did the A's dirty. I don't know why they did Bella dirty. Like, they made her this character that everybody loves and sympathizes with, even though she did some really awful stuff. And it wasn't like that awful, but it was obviously against the rules and she had little to no remorse about it, so that part's kind of awful. Okay, anyway, I'm rambling at this point. Point is, I love Bella because I love pink. And, I mean, gosh knows, I've made a lot of mistakes and didn't always feel as much remorse as I should at the time, but grew up, my brain developed into an adult, and I was like, ooh. So anyway, but I wanted more Bella. I hate that she's not in the cheer line, even though technically she left right before that. I hate that she's not in the fashion line. Like, the runway thing, the fact that they made her runway dress and then just didn't make her, not even as like a holiday doll, like an exclusive, like nothing, still eats at my soul. So then I thought about all the other ones that had Amaya in it, because Amaya was in the cheer line, she was in the runway line, she was in the winter break line, and I know by then Bella had mostly either left or wasn't involved or whatever, but she should have been. That I'm gonna die on that hill. Don't introduce us to a character and make us love her and then be like, oh no, you know? Emotional damage. Anyway, so I made a cheer Bella. Now I made her with Pacific Coast. She's not finished yet because she needs her little cheek stickers and whatever. But Pacific Coast had the matte face and like the more over the top makeup, the same way the rest of the original 6 did. So that's why I ended up using her instead of Series 2 Bella. But I got okay, so this is just the fashion pack. And I just took some acrylic paint in baby pink. And like this tiniest brush, like the kind you use when you're drawing like designs on your fingernails. You can get those at Sally's, by the way. I'm sure other places probably have them too. But all I did was I went in and I just painted all these areas pink. with a very tiny brush. And then she has one of the Color and Create hair ties because it just goes with the outfit. I don't love this hairstyle on her, and I'm probably going to fix it. Maybe do some of that. I just was in a hurry for this video, so forgive me. She has Series 1 Sunny socks on to bring some more of that rainbow in. And then the painted cheer shoes with the little rainbow sides. Yeah, and that's all. I was working on her. I have a costume ball Bella that I'm going to de-tinsel, and I'm going to try. I'm not particularly great at it, but I'm going to try to make the dress that I guess Jade and them drew up for her. I don't think I'm going to use the makeup that Jade drew though, because it's kind of ugly. I don't even understand how Jade's a makeup artist. I'm going to be honest with you, because most of the makeup I've seen her do is like, it needs help. She needs help. Alright, all kidding aside though, like, I mean, it doesn't translate well in animation to my brain. So I'm not sure if I would do that on a doll, because I feel like in my brain, like looking at the doll, looking at that makeup, I don't feel like it would look cute. But anyway, I did do Winter Break Bella. I used the Series 2 Bella for her because she does have the shiny face. And I literally just gave her Lola's outfit, and I think these are the Minnie's shoes, I'm pretty sure. And then Series 2 Bella's leggings, because, you know, they're kind of like violets. Again, with the ponytail and the curls, because I didn't know what to do with her hair either. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. So there's still works in progress, obviously. I'm not finished with them yet. I'm gonna try to make the runway version as well. And that's pretty much all I've been doing lately, is growing my Bella army. But yeah, so I really hope that you guys love these dolls enough to maybe head over to my Instagram and purchase some of them on May 1st. Fingers crossed. But also because I know it'll be brought up, I take goods and services from PayPal only. Don't ever use friends and family. Not for me, not for anybody. Because the thing is, if something goes wrong, whether it's your stuff got lost in the mail, or it came not looking like what you thought it was and it was broken, or something happened to it, or because especially on Facebook right now, in the Facebook groups, there are so many scammers. If they're ever like, oh, I only take friends and family, then say, oh, I guess I don't need this doll. Okay? Let it go. You might be like, well, it's risky, but it's worth it if I can get her for cheaper. Or you don't get her at all and you lose your money anyway. So don't do it. Also, for the people who absolutely are against PayPal, because apparently some of y'all out there are just like, no with the PayPal. I do have, you know, Cash App, Venmo, Apple Pay, all that stuff. I always prefer people use PayPal, goods and services, if they can. Just because it's safer for everybody involved, and it's a good practice. So, but I do have the other options if you need the other options. I don't do money order, and I don't do holds. So like, no, oh, I get paid Friday, can you hold it? No. Not even because I wouldn't trust this person or that person, but because I've been messed over so many times by people who are like, oh yeah, I get paid Friday. Friday rolls around, you message them, you don't hear from them. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, still nothing. Message them again, nada. Tuesday, they finally get back to you and they're like, sorry, I had stuff come up, I had to use that money, I can't buy it after all. Well, during that time, you had 3 other people ask for her who've already spent their money because they thought they couldn't get her. That kind of stuff. So I don't do holds, I don't do any of that kind of wild stuff. And it's first come, first serve. I always tell people, comment, do not message me, because I will not see it right away. I will see the comments first, and those people get first dibs. So always comment on the post, tell me what you want. I do a lot of like doll clothing and like accessories and shoes and stuff, sales on there sporadically as well. If you're not already following me on Instagram, here's an even better reason to. I also take a ton of doll photos. I do like little tutorials, which I also try to post as like shorts here and like on the Clock app. Apparently we're not allowed to say the name of it anymore, and it's banned and whatnot, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so and about that ban, I have no idea how they're even going to work that. I don't know that I care. I'm not going to miss it, but I also don't love giving Meta a greater monopoly over everything in terms of social media either. I don't know. Probably doesn't even matter, but yeah. Hopefully you guys will enjoy stuff, and like I said, right now I'm just getting everybody photographed, separated. Then I'm gonna sit down and look at like who do I desperately want to keep and who am I willing to part with, that kind of stuff. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really tired and I'm gonna go lay down for a bit. See you guys next video.